Hello and welcome to Asana. I'm Chris Jordan and I'll be taking you on a quick tour of the graphics request area for all your design related needs. So quick overview, as you can see everything is divided into categories just to help for organizational purposes. So in here we've got social requests, editorial, ET Live General, video, so on and so forth. So these are all the active jobs that have been filed. And to get your ticket going, as you can see, in each of the categories, we have a template. So super easy to make a template. You can either right mouse click and say duplicate task, or that can also be achieved inside the template from more actions. So we'll say duplicate task, create new task. And as you can see down here, it's working on it. And there it is, created successfully. So when looking at this, we can see that there's a number of fields to fill out. So right out of the gate, the first thing I like to do is title, Timothy Chalamet Dune in TV interview. So, great start. So it really stands out from the crowd. Now, of course, you're thinking to yourself, like, what if I have numerous tickets, if I have quotes, if I have full screens, if I have lower thirds? You can bundle everything project-based. So everything for the Timothy Chalamet project would be within this single ticket. We'll take care of it for you. So just running through here, pretty basic. Timothy Chalamet. Who? This would be you, stakeholders, approvers, and of course your editor. So we've got all the players captured. The slug, interview, graphic due date, very important. So this isn't necessarily the air date, it's the edit date. So if you're working on a much larger project, please get that in here. And we can certainly work out timelines if there's a conflict with another job, so on and so forth. But for this, let's say it's today. It's a now thing. So we got it started, and that's reflected over here. It says today. Description, list of needs. So we have two areas. We have description and comments. So comments, please keep requests out of that area, because that is strictly for the dialogue back and forth, like for me to tell you, hi, I've delivered this, or you to comment me with a message like, oh, we have another Twitter graphic, things like that. But for your list of deliverables, we just fire away in here. So let's say we have Twitter quote, Instagram quote, lower third, timestamps, 1997, 2019, 2020. Lower thirds would always be upper lower. So it should look like this. And yeah, with all caps, we have to change that ourselves in a program like Microsoft Word. So please, 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 always get us upper lower when it comes to that kind of graphic. So whether you have a full screen quote with a Getty or a social media, they all pretty much follow the same formula. So we need to know what kind of quote it is. In this case, it's Timothy on Twitter. So I will get a copy of that and try to grab any emojis as well. Sometimes they'll come over, sometimes they won't. In this case, I'll add this, and since it didn't copy, black heart emoji. And then the other thing we'll need, we can take one of two things. We will either need the Instagram handle or Twitter handle in this case. Boom. Or you have the option of just giving us a link to that specific tweet. The other call out is if this is going to be a full screen graphic and you need it superimposed over an image. So we would just need to know that file in your R Q drive location. So in this case, we would say which image, which JPEG, PNG, what do you have? Okay, so that's one request. And this will help us differentiate. So Instagram quote. Let's do a quick one here. Let's say we're only using part of this. So similar to the one we just did, please capture the emojis you'd like reflected. Go back. And same thing. And this one's working much better. The emojis carry, and then we know it's Beyonce, so we can right mouse click. We can copy her username, add that to the ticket, or we can go with the URL. So let's say we were pairing this with, this was our normal full screen quote. So we could say full screen quote, and let's say we wanted to get more of this. Now, in some cases, we're not going to be able to fit the full screen quote in a quote graphic. So let's say you wanted this paired with a Getty. What I would recommend is to split the quote. Split into two graphics. And then we can provide separate graphics to your editor. So we find a good breakpoint. Okay, this looks like a good one. There we go. So this way the message translates and we don't have to change the size of the typography in the full screen graphic. You'll get something that's flexible and can pair nicely with your audio read and edit. So lastly, where are your assets? Where are things going? So path for deliverables, boom. It's basically the path on the R or the Q drive and your name in your project folder. And that's it. So I appreciate your help getting all the information captured. I know it's a lot, but it will really speed up time and allow us to action your ticket right out of the gate as soon as we get it. So you would assign it, and that would either go to Nick for social editorial digital or myself for video, and then I can pick the job up myself or get it to Ernie. There we go. And that's it. And when you can say assigned if the ticket is done, and then I will action this. If you do have any custom graphics requests, please connect via Slack, email, phone, whatever is needed. Sometimes we just have something outside the norm, a map animation, a timeline, something that's going to require a little more time and some more specific direction on your part. And that's Asana. So thank you again, and looking forward to working with you.